Assalamu alaikum, Dobry Večer, brothers and sisters. Today's khutbah at Masjid An-Nur was about being thankful, being grateful to Allah, and the word that he used was shuk, which is what the word shukran comes from. That's an Arabic word. And it was just about why we need to be thankful to Allah for everything. And he used a story from the Quran. I am not sure how to repeat the name of the man that this story is about, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But it was in one of the longer surahs. I don't remember which one it is, but anyway, basically the gist of the story is there was this man who was so wealthy that he would make Bill Gates and the 99 other richest people in the world all look like paupers compared to the wealth of this man. And but yet yeah, he was not grateful to Allah because he chose to show off rather than spend his wealth in the way that Allah would prefer. So anyway, he was he was so rich that he would take his servants out and they would have to do things to show off their master's wealth. And one day all that came crashing down and he lost everything. And the servants used to you know be forced to show off their master's wealth, you know, instead of them, their lord spending it on the people that he ruled over. And so when the people saw that this guy had lost everything, you know, they they saw that that if they can lose it, if this guy can lose it, then it must be from Allah, because Allah gives and Allah takes away as He wills. And it is a test to be given wealth or poverty or anywhere in between is a test from Allah, and it's how we use the blessings that we are given. That's what matters. And if we give, it doesn't have to be money necessarily. It can be our time, it can be a skill that we have. But if we spend that which Allah has given us in the cause of Allah, in doing what is right, then we are rewarded. We store up a kind of wealth in Jannah that will make the wealth of this world look like crap. And so we have to be grateful for Allah in all things. And there are so many ways that we can do that. Just saying, when you receive a gift, whether it be anonymously or the giver, and it is given to you without any expectation of repayment, or even with expectation of repayment, it is still a gift, but ultimately comes from Allah. Then you give thanks to Allah for it, and you give thanks to Allah if something that that you seem to like that may be taken away, but it may be taken away from you for a good reason, either to prevent a sin or to prevent you from using it in the wrong way or to prevent it from harming you, then you are grateful to Allah for that. And you know, in my life, I had always thought that because, as you can probably tell by my thick glasses, that my eyes are basically screwed up. They don't work like most people's eyes, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. You know, I don't go around pitying myself. I got better things to do. And even as a Christian, I had always believed that God chose to give me something else rather than 20/20 vision. And so he would give me a talent that I was supposed to use, for his sake. And when I was a Christian, I thought that by singing Christian songs and sacred music, that was what I was supposed to be doing. And now that I'm a Muslim, I may not be, I may do something with nasheeds in the future, I don't know, but I can do other things. I still have other skills. I can speak Spanish, although as not as fluently as I would like, but I can get there. And now that I have a medical Spanish book, I can use those words to help communicate in a medical setting. And I was able to pass the advanced nurse aid class, so I hope, inshallah, by God's will, that I can get a job in a hospital where I can use Spanish to communicate with patients and to show them that Muslim can provide quality care just as anybody else. But I thank Allah that I have that. I thank Allah that I get to receive charity that I regularly make use of as I'm still unemployed. But then I sometimes give a little bit of that. For instance, I go to one place and I get cleaning items, toiletries, things like that. But if they're of a nature that I do not use, or of a size, for instance, garbage bags that I do not use, then I save those and I take them to the masjid. And I use those for the masjid, for one of the garbage cans there. Or just the grocery bags that I get from Hy-Vee or Walgreens or Walmart. I collect those. I only throw away those that are really too far gone to be reused, and the rest I donate some to a local thrift store, and I take others to the masjid, and of course the rest I keep for scooping the cat litter. But it's my way of donating or passing on something that was given to me in charity that I pass on to others, even if I cannot give money. And then, I ask Allah to accept that. And it is one way that I can show gratitude to Allah. It's, Oprah used the word paying it forward. And I know it might be getting off track, but it's just an example of how you pay it forward back to Allah by giving back to Him what is due, which is your gratitude. And so to be thankful in all things and to use what is given to you in the best way possible, that's what Allah wants. And so if we can do that, then we improve ourselves. We have that, and as an example to others around us to do the same thing. That by, for instance, one sister at the masjid after Jummah today was showing another brother who spends time at the masjid as one of the two, I call him semi-resident imams, where he spends a lot of time there during the day, where he will actually eat his meals there. So the sister was showing him how to season some chicken in a way that he had never thought of, or that he did not know how. So she showed him how to do something that she knew how to do, but he did not. And so he showed her gratitude for that, by saying thank you, and so now he has something that he can do for himself later on when he wants. So it's a reminder to all of us, as I include myself, because I'm only human, and I remind myself first. So hopefully we can all get better at this, and better at showing gratitude for Allah's blessings. Then the more blessings we will get, and the more rewards we will store up for ourselves in Jannah, and we stay away from the things that are not good for us. So, assalamu alaikum, do widzenia, and miasr mila.